Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. It is another gorgeous sunny day and I'm going to show you how to make the easiest dish perfect for lunch or a midweek supper. Delicious sumac chicken. This dish is packed full of flavour. It's zingy, zesty, really vibrant and super simple to make. What I love about sumac is it's such a simple ingredient. It's just a berry that's ground down, but it has this really lovely pronounced citrus flavour. So in case you don't know how to use it, use sumac anywhere where you would usually use lemons. It gives you the perfect citrus bite without the acidity, so it's incredibly versatile. So first things first is I've got a pan on here on the heat. I've got some chicken breasts here. That's obviously our key ingredient. I'm going to butterfly them. But before I do that, I'm just going to make a little bit of a butter. So I've got some chives here. I want about 8 strands. Now, I wouldn't worry too much whether you've got 7 or 9 or whatever. Just want to thinly slice as best I can. And then we're going to build some flavor into a butter. And that is really what's going to make this chicken delicious. And if you want the recipe, the link is in the video description. Got this lovely ingredient. This is why this dish is called sumac chicken, because we're using sumac. Sumac in butter is a wonderful way of giving things a citrus flavor, not just for chicken here, but underneath chicken skin, for turkey, for seafood, for fish, for white meats in general. Also, sumac is a fantastic component to add to dry spice rubs for roasted meats. It's really wonderful. I like a little scattered onto pan-fried halloumi, in sandwiches, in salads. Its uses are really endless. You just need to be a little bit brave and understand that wherever you want a little bit of a zesty citrus zing, sumac will do the job beautifully for you. Okay, so next I've got some good honey, clear honey. Use whatever you have. Next, nice lime. Now, not the juice here because we've already got a citrus zing from the sumac, but I want the zest because it just gives it another flick of fragrance that's slightly different to the sumac itself. Now, we'll use this later. I like to just squeeze it with a little bit of sugar into a glass, top it up with water and make limeade. That's my favorite way and nothing wasted. Get some black pepper, a little bit of salt. Now, you want your butter at room temperature just because it makes it easier to mash. Don't need to be precise. All you need to do is just make sure that the honey and the sumac are evenly blended with your other ingredients. Right, so next I'm going to turn my attention to the chicken. Now, I'm going to butterfly them. And when I say butterfly, I just mean opening up the chicken breast and flattening it to one roughly even layer. It's not about being fancy, it's about getting that chicken cooked evenly and as quickly as possible, which makes life more simple for you at home. Pop that knife aside, give my hands a wash. So I've got this garlic oil here. Now, you don't have to have garlic oil, don't worry, but it's just a really clever store cupboard way of packing a little layer of extra flavor into a simple dish. So I always have olive oil and then I always have garlic oil at home. I'm just going to drizzle the chicken, not the pan, the chicken with the garlic oil because that just prevents loads and loads of splatter, okay? Little season. Now this pan has been on, and this will hopefully give us a nice sizzle, exactly. Now, leave the chicken. Just leave it in the pan. Don't be tempted to move it for a few minutes. You want a nice deep crust. That's what makes it delicious. And then we flip it over and check underneath it. Turn it over, give it some more cooking on the other side. And if it's done, it will be firm to the touch. It won't be springy. It'll be nice and firm, and then we'll take it off and let it rest. You don't really need a ton of ingredients and lots of expensive things to bring a meal together. You don't need to do something that's going to feel complicated in your kitchen. Often, simple food treated really well with good, simple ingredients is always going to be your best bet. I'm just going to turn my attention to the ingredients that I would like to serve my chicken with. I've got a head of lettuce, gem lettuce. I've got some tomatoes. I've got an avocado because I love an avocado. I've got some feta as well. I'm just putting a few salad ingredients together. But if you want something a little bit more substantial, get a baguette, pack some of these and the chicken into that, and there you have a more substantial meal. Now for the chicken, just before it finishes cooking, I'm gonna take it off the heat, turn it off, because I want to put my butter in there and melt it. I got some in the pan for underneath the chicken, some on top for the butter. I'm just going to put it back on the heat that's residual now because it's been turned off, and that is going to just give it a lovely buttery glaze. Got my chicken. Now, just want the chicken to rest for a few minutes before placing it on there. This enables all the juices to fall right back through the chicken because they bubble up through cooking, and if you cut it, you just lose all the juices straight out. This way, the juices do the proper job of going back through the meat and keeping it lovely and moist. Okay, so my chicken has been resting and I'm just going to cut it up. Just slice into it. Lovely, you can see the chicken is perfectly cooked. It's juicy, it's had time to rest. Last, I'm gonna put some feta over there because I love feta. I always say feta makes everything better. Good seasoning, some olive oil, and then juice of half that lime we used earlier for the butter. There you have it. Wonderful sumac chicken put together in a salad with a little bit of tomato, lettuce, and feta. Absolutely delicious.